Group work always brings the worst out of people. Today, it brought out something else. It was third period. The light came in from the side windows, slicing through the room at just the right angle to catch the dust in the air. The usual low buzz of chairs scraping, laptops opening, and students pretending to not sigh whenever I spoke. We were starting a small group project, presentation based, nothing too out of the ordinary. Research a social issue, prepare a short pitch, visual aid optional. Each group had 4 lessons to prep and 1 to present. Pretty straightforward. All right, I said, scanning the spreadsheet on my laptop. James, you'll be with Trey and Jed, the Nguyen twins. He looked up, gave a relaxed half smile. Cool. It's a Nguyen situation, sir. Just like that. Tossed off like a nothing. A couple of snorts from nearby desks. Someone murmured something under their breath. I didn't catch what. It landed wrong. Not loudly, not aggressively, but wrong. I felt my face tighten. Sorry, what was that? I asked. James blinked, caught off guard. What? Oh, just, it's a Nguyen situation, you know, like win-win. I stared at him, then looked at Trey, then Jed. Neither of them reacted. Or maybe they did, just too small for me to catch. That's not okay, James, I said, sharper than I meant. James tilted his head. What? It's just a pun, sir. That's racist, I said. I heard the weight of my voice as it came out. James went still. The smirk vanished. Not replaced with guilt, just confusion. I wasn't trying to... He started, then stopped. It's not racist, sir. It was just wordplay. Then Trey's voice, calm and quiet. Yeah, he's right. It's not racist. I turned towards him. What do you mean? Trey shrugged. I didn't take it that way. It's still inappropriate, I said. Even if you didn't take it that way, it's still a problem. Jed looked up from his desk. It didn't bother me either, sir. That doesn't mean it's not offensive, I replied. Jed tapped his pen against his book and spoke again, still calm. But if it was about me, and I'm saying I'm not offended, then what makes it offensive? It's not that simple, I said. Just because you're not upset doesn't mean it's not inappropriate. Some things are inappropriate on principle. Trey leant back in his chair. I get that. But it's not really up to a principle though. If you're saying something's offensive, but the people it was about say it's not, like... He trailed off, not looking to start something, just trying to explain. I've seen what happens when this stuff gets ignored, I said. It starts small, it sounds like a joke, then it grows. People get used to it. Jed spoke again, more deliberate now. But this wasn't that. I didn't reply. I was trying to figure out if I was going through or digging myself deeper. Jed continued, eyes on his desk. Last year, with Miss Priest, we got to call our Easter talent show the Priester talent show. We made a pun off her name and Easter. Was that racist? I blinked. That's different. Is it? He said. It's still a name, still a pun, and no one said anything then. I swallowed. Miss Priest probably didn't find it offensive. Jed looked up. Neither do we. I could feel it now. The thing I was standing on, it wasn't ground. Not solid anyway. Just the shape of something I thought I understood. Just rules that worked better in writing than in this room. I took a step back from James's desk. Look, I'm not trying to speak for anyone. I just don't want that kind of thing brushed off. Trey's voice was soft. We get that, and we're not brushing it off. What we're saying is, it's not a thing. I didn't respond right away. The rest of the room had gone quiet. Not awkwardly, not dramatically, just quietly. Half of them pretending to be working, the other half pretending they weren't listening. Jed leant forward slightly. We've dealt with actual racism before, sir. Proper stuff. At other schools. Out in public. Online. This wasn't that. I nodded slowly. Look, I get that. I'd rather say something to be wrong than stay quiet and regret it. You did say something, Jed said. We heard it. We said it's fine. That stung. Not because it was rude, but because it was reasonable. I glanced back down at my laptop. The spreadsheet was still open. 4 more groups to assign. I felt like I was underwater now. Like none of it mattered. Like the oxygen in the room had been swapped with steam. I'll finish the groups in a second, I said to the class. You can start reading the task brief while you wait. No one moved fast. No one made eye contact. I walked back to my desk and sat down, tapping at the trackpad, pretending to scroll. I cleared my throat and read out the next group. 2 students who'd already started whispering to each other. They looked up, nodded, didn't write anything down. Someone asked if they could go to the toilet. I said yes, before they'd even finished the question. Trey leant back in his chair and stared at the ceiling like it was a documentary. Jed was already reading the task sheet, or at least looking at it. James was flicking his pen, like he wasn't sure if he'd just dodged something or walked right into it. I said nothing else. Neither did they. We just kept pretending the lesson was still happening. And technically, it was. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps me create more content just like this. And if you're in the mood for more, check out these videos coming up right here.